too when asked what makes a good or classic rivalry in college football. The Scarlet and Gray against the Maize and Blue. Two diametrically opposed programs who will meet again to continue a rivalry thing from Heisman statements to pepper spray at midfield. And the
right from the opening bell. We know that Ohio State recruits at such a high caliber, and they're consistently pumping guys into the NFL. First-round talent as well. Last year's game, all of their...
To make life miserable for these guys. Leaves it with the running back. He was not going to be denied, discarding tacklers, running behind his pads, and finally down at the 40. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Right back to it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Hang on, Swoopy, the Buckeye crowd alive on third down. Dropping back, it's long. Grab near the marker, it's Ginn. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. And the Wolverines look to keep this drive humming. Wants to throw on first down. He's got an open man. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. The Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. The give from the gun. Finding open areas. Brought down at the 21-yard line, a 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime to get points now. See that Maize and Blue, and you expect tough-minded, hard-nosed running attacks.
I expect big, physical, huge linemen that don't like people, that are going to move them out of the way and do just this, what we did right here. Move the sticks, get first downs on the ground. That's who Michigan is.
The offense thought they had a good look to run that play into with the QB, but there's just an example of a defender winning his one-on-one battle and making a tremendous play. Great effort by that guy.
He'll do it himself. And they pick up just one. It'll be 3rd and 9.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against a different defense.
This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Throws toward the end zone. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception.
I love the defense's approach on this drive. They didn't panic. They gave up some yards, but what did they do? They forced a third down, a predictable situation, played great discipline, broke on the football, and forced the big interception.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll try the run. On the move at the 30. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup.
Well, you see a great individual effort there that time, and you can see the skills this guy has, and he just reminds me sometimes of the great Ohio State backs we've seen in the past, right? You think of Archie Griffin and his 2 Heisman trophies, Ezekiel Elliott, J.K. Dobbins. This guy right here with his skill set, he's got the chance to be the next great Buckeye back.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Snagged in the middle, it's Davis. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
This guy reminds you a little bit of Devontae Smith back in Alabama winning the Heisman. This guy makes plays week in, week out. Top 5 right now in the nation and receive.
Breaks into the open. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge. All week long, they knew that they had to key on this guy and really try to at least limit him if they were going to win.
Guys, let's talk for a minute about Ohio State. Boy, did they have a big pickup in recruiting. Stud in the secondary. 5-star defensive back. Gives them a verbal. What a huge boost for this program, David.
This is enormous. Getting a guy in the back end, a 5-star guy like that, dude, it's plug and play, and those guys pan out at such a high level. Just, they have so much speed. The measurables there. This guy should be an impact player day one.
He wants it all. Got a hand on it nicely and broke it up in the end zone.
Great awareness by that defender that time. Seeing the ball thrown, getting his big paw, knocking it down, and now you set up second down.
The run up the middle, looking for the score. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
These two first squared off in 1897, and this rivalry is almost like a history of the sport itself.
So much history, so much tradition. I can go back to 2006 when they were 1-2 in the country. You know, like, these games really matter. The uniforms are clean. The athletes are flowing. There's tons of athletes all over the place. This is always a huge showdown.
And you think about some of the great coaches that have graced the sidelines in this rivalry. Bo Schembechler at Michigan and Woody Hayes at Ohio State. And it's amazing, in a conference full of trophy games, maybe the greatest rivalry doesn't even have one.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. Back to pass, it's long. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Under fire. The quick out. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. DB's right up on the receivers. On the direct snap, it's Winston. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. The Wolverines will line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. He wastes no one. Catch in the middle, it's Davis. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. The Buckeyes in the hurry-up. This is one of the great atmospheres in the sport, but this crowd demands to be entertained, and they are entertained right now.
Yeah, and when you've got playmakers that you can throw the ball to down the field like Ohio State does consistently every year, you always expect this. This fan base goes nuts because year after year they have elite playmakers.
Making side adjustments here. Unloads quickly. And make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll go to the ground. Got the first down and more. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. They've got a first down here to open the period. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the middle. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you can tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
Let's talk just for a second about Ohio State. As most everyone knows by now, one of the top disruptors on defense in the country, five-star defensive lineman, and they got him with a huge verbal commitment last week. What's that going to do for them?
I mean, the excitement level through the roof. Getting a guy like that you know is plug and play. I mean, big, strong, athletic, makes your defensive line formidable right away. The recruiting class, they just gained some serious momentum.
Just a short pass to the tight end. There he goes. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. The Buckeyes didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Offense trying to pay it off on second and goal. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Conference USA action right now, fellas. Wait till you see how things are playing out. Louisiana Tech is down right now, but this young man under center today has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born in Ruston today.
Hands it off. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Well, I'm sure there are a lot of emotions, a homecoming of sorts as he comes back to the place where he played as the head coach of the opposition.
You know it holds a special place in his heart. And he's right now taking the field thinking about all the great memories he shared with his teammates, with his family, with the fans during his time. But he's got a job, David. He's coaching on the other sideline this one, and he wants to get the win for his team.
Oh, you dang right. And you got to pull back those feelings. It's great to be home. It's awesome to be where it started, but you're also paid to do a job, and you're paid by the other side. And right now, you want to go win, and you want to beat this squad because you're competitive, so it's got to be kind of bittersweet.
These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
And the Wolverines with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Grabbed behind the line. It's Robin. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing it accurately. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. To the air. It's long. It's complete to the left. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. Hang on, Swoopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Lost one deep down the right side. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll leave it with him. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. There's so many great rivalries in college football, guys, but I think this one, because of the disdain and the excellence, sort of rises to the top.
Yeah, I mean, listen, there are great rivalries scattered all around this country. In-state rivalries, interconference rivalries with great history, great pageantry. But I think what makes Ohio State versus Michigan unique is the fact that more often than not, these are two teams competing for national championships at the end of the year. And this game really does determine the national landscape.
And 19 national championships between the two teams. Late in the year, it always mattered. You go back to 2006, number 1 versus number 2. So always disdain, always hate. Don't even call each other by their names. Like, this rivalry means so much to college football.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Finds his tight end. He steps out of bounds right at the 45-yard line, and now they're starting to put things together. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the 1st down, and getting down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick. Anytime I can hit the quarterback, that is a win.
He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31 and a big pickup on that one. And the Buckeyes with the 1st and 10.
They pick up the 1st down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
So now it's 2nd and long. They'll try it over the left side.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Makes the catch. It's man. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. They're going back to the ground. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Might be calling a hot route. Pulls and throws off the RPO. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. They punctuate the chant for the trip to the end zone.
And you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
On to attempt the try. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee from their own 25-yard line. Defense looks like they're about to bring the house. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
The Wolverines will hustle from the line. Back to throw. It's long. Fires to the right. He's got him wide open. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
And the QB just makes it look easy. Drop back, surveys the field, makes the correct decision, throws the ball where his receiver can catch it, doesn't put it in harm's way. That's a really good quarterback making it look easy.
Gets it out fast. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Looking to fire. Firing to the right, complete. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
That's caught. It's Winston. And the defense makes the tackle, and that ought to do it here in the first half. And on 2nd down, are they going to line up for a field goal here? This might be a little easier if it were straight on, but a 43-yarder from the right hash. And the Wolverines will kick it away to start the 2nd half. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the 3rd. Sends it back in motion. Gets it out quickly. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Buckeyes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll move the wide receiver. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Going for the big play. What a grab on the right sideline for the huge play.
And you see more and more of this in college football, finding your playmakers in space, whether it's a receiver, a tight end, or in this case, a running back, way down the field. Get him isolated, find your matchup, and how about the running back turning into a receiver?
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Motion from the wideout. Trying the left side. Find some fresh air. Turning it on. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Ohio State is dotting Michigan's eye as the Buckeyes are firmly in control.
And Ohio State, they've let a few get away from their rival in Michigan, and they're trying to get that back. So they came into this one with a chip on their shoulder. They're not always used to being in that position when they play against Michigan. But, David, in the 2nd half here, it's all Buckeyes.
Yeah, and you got to be physical. When you play the Wolverines, you know the type of brand that they play. Ohio State has matched that physicality. They have been ready. They were ready for the game, and they've handled business.
So here comes the Michigan offense. D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. Wants to throw. It's long. He's looking deep. It's picked off, and another empty drive.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field. Because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven, if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Caught near the sticks. It's Davis. Into the secondary on the right. They get him down with this offensive setup. First and goal from the 9.
You know, it's not often you get to see QBs go over 5,000 yards passing in a year. We've watched this guy, though, be a special player for this offense all season long. With that last completion, he's now hit the milestone.
Wideout trying to get it in. Touchdown, Ohio State. A great catch and run for 6. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You've got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
The returner will field it and bring it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. He just terrorizes quarterbacks, his 30th career sack.
And that's an amazing number, 30 sacks, because a lot of guys get sacks early in their careers, and then coordinators figure it out and then start double-teaming them and sliding and chipping, and then their numbers come down. This guy, though, David, has never stopped.
And it's got to be consistently, Jesse. Like, you got to consistently play hard, play after play, because sometimes they get rid of the ball fast. Sometimes you can't get in the mix. But to get to the quarterback 30 times, very few people have done that.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
On the shovel. Oh, he's got some space. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Dropping back. It's long. Oh, they're after him. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
And I tell you what, every time you throw it that direction, your coach holds his breath. Like, it was just a tip there, but he's #1 in the nation in interceptions for a reason. Breaks on the ball, sees the ball, make big plays. Be careful throwing it.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Fires one high and deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. The Wolverines will send out the punt unit. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in prep room because they have gone out. Everybody right now on the same page.
To the air on 1st down. Looking to scramble. And he'll just get rid of that one.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and long. He might want another play. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Grab near the marker. It's Davis. There he goes. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. And the Buckeyes are on the move. Looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Makes the catch. Couldn't quite might nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be. And a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
Now, we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. The Buckeyes trying to pay off the threat on first and goal.
Pace, 27, jump.
They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Pressure coming. He uncorks one deep. Makes the grab inside the 30. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you've got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Continues to fight for yards. Slips through the line. He's got an alley. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. They built a comfortable lead, and Michigan is firmly in control.
Hail to the victors has been playing. This team has handled the moment, handled the game, as well as any Michigan team we've seen. They know every year this will be a fight, but Michigan has brought it, and Ohio State hasn't responded.
And I think Michigan has just done a better job executing here.